परमंश परिव्राजकाचार्य सुतर सदस्यमान भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। आनंद कवि वैष्णव मिलने की जय। नामाचार्य श्री रविदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवाचार्य गौर भक्ति वृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपनाथ श्याम कुंद राधा कुंड की जय। वृंदावन धाम की जय। नवदीप धाम की जय। गंगा माई की जय। यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। नववेद भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. All glories to the Asma. Thank you very much. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We are reading one chapter from Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. The subject matter is nature, the enjoyer, and consciousness. In Sanskrit it is called Kshetra, Kshetrajna. Kshetra means the field, just like an agriculturist, they work on the field. The worker or the agriculturist owns the land and he works there, and according to his labor he enjoys the fruits. Similarly, we have been given this body as the field of activity. Every one of us, not only human being, but also other living entities. There are 8,400,000 forms of living entities. Jalajanamalakhani. In the water there are 900,000 forms of living entity. Then Jalajanavalakhani Savara Lakhavinsati. Savara means the living entities who cannot move, just like the trees, plants, grass, vegetables. They are standing in one place. They are also called having no leg. Ahastani sahastana apadani chaduspadana. This is nature's law, that the living entities which have no hands, they are eatable for the living entities who have hands. Ahastani sahastana apadani chatuspada. And the living entities which cannot move, they are the food for the living entities which has got four legs. Nunam mahatang tattva jiva jivasya jivanam. In this way, the weak is the food for the strong. This is the law of nature, that one living entity is the food for another living entity. So, when a person eats another living entity, it is not unnatural. This is nature's law. But when you come to the human form of living entity, you must use your discrimination. Just like one living entity is food for the another living entity, it does not mean in the lower animals, sometimes the father and mother eat the offspring. But in the history of human society, it has not come into notice that the father and mother eating the offspring. But time has come when the mother is killing offspring. That has come already. This is due to Kali Yuga. So, here Arjuna's question is to understand the field and the worker on the field. He questions Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna inquired from Krishna, Prakriting Purushang Chaiva Kshetrang Kshetragam Mevacha Etad Veditum Ichchami Jnanam Jneyam Cha Keshava. Krishna's another name is Keshava. So, he is addressing Krishna, my dear Keshava, I want to know these subject matters, Prakriti, Purush. Prakriti means nature, material nature. And Purusha means the enjoyer, just like the living entities. We are trying to enjoy this material nature. Another Prakriti Purush, Purusha means, real Purusha means the supreme enjoyer, God, Krishna. And Prakriti means which is enjoyed. Another meaning, Prakriti means woman and Purusha means man. So, this material world is going on. One party is trying to enjoy and the other party is being enjoyed. So Arjuna wanted to know what is the distinction, what is the integral part and parcel of this Prakriti and Purusha, then Kshetrang Kshetrajna. Ga means one who knows, and Kshetrajna and one who knows the field. Just like the agriculturist, the cultivator, he knows that this is my field. He works there. Different cultivator works in his own field. So this Kshetra means this body. Kshetra, the field of activity. We have got different field of activities. So Kshetra, Kshetrakancha, Kshetrameva, 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝. My dear Krishna, I want to know from you why he wants to know from Krishna. Because Krishna is infallible. Whatever knowledge we get from the infallible, that is perfect knowledge. Ordinary human beings, they are not perfect. Ordinary human beings, they are subjected to 4 deficiencies. We are ordinary human beings, we commit mistake. That's a fact, every one of us. We are illusion. Our senses are imperfect. And with all these paraphernalia, when you want to teach, that is not teaching, that is cheating. Because I am imperfect, how can I be teacher? That is not possible. Therefore, we have to learn from a person who has no defects in his life, or a liberated person. A liberated person means he does not commit mistake. He is not illusion, he does not cheat, and his senses are not imperfect. This is the 4 signs of liberated person. So, our process, the Krishna consciousness movement means we take knowledge from Krishna, who is liberated from these 4 kinds of deficiencies. That knowledge is perfect. Similarly, Arjuna is also inquiring from Krishna. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝 জ্ঞানং জ্ঞেয়ং চ কেশব. What is actual knowledge and what is the subject matter of knowledge. That means 6 questions are presented by Arjuna before Krishna. 1, pair Prakriti Purush, Kshetra Kshetrajna, and Jnanam Jnayam. What is knowledge and what is the subject matter of knowledge? 6 questions. See 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝. Now here Krishna is speaking, but 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹, who recorded this dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, he is writing 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹. He does not say Krishna Uvacha. Krishna may be misunderstood, but Krishna is Bhagavan. He wants to stress on this point. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated by 𝗏𝗏𝗶𝗹 that Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Similarly, in the Brahma Samhita, it is stated Ishara Parama Krishna. Ishara means controller. So Parama means the supreme. So every one of us, we are more or less controller. But we are not supreme controller. We must know this. Ishara Parama Krishna. There are some men who claim to become Ishara, to become God. So we have no objection. That if somebody says, I am God or I am controller, we have no objection. But if somebody says that I am supreme God or supreme controller, then we have got objection. Supreme means he has no control. And ordinary controller, just like we are, you are controller, you are controlling some sphere of life, I am also controlling some. But I also being controlled. But Ishara Parama Krishna means he is the supreme controller. He has no controller over you. He controls everyone, but he is not controlled by anyone. Therefore it is called Ishara Parama Krishna. Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. These are the Vedic statement and our process of knowledge. Veda. Veda means knowledge. Vetti Veda Vida Gyan. Supreme knowledge, perfect knowledge. That is Veda. So, Krishna is the supreme person. He is the speaker of Vedas. The subject matter of Vedas is to know Krishna. Vedaishcha sarvai ahameva vedam. If you are a student of Vedas, then you must have clear conception of God. That is real knowledge. No vague idea, but clear conception. That is knowledge, Vedic knowledge, ultimate. Therefore, the Vedanta philosophy. Veda means knowledge, and Anta means the ultimate. Everything has got ultimate. So Vedanta means the ultimate knowledge of Vedas. That is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, you will find in the 15th chapter. Vedaishcha sarvai ahameva vedam Vedanta vid Vedanta kritcha aham. So he is the compiler of Vedanta philosophy and he is the knower of Vedanta philosophy. Therefore, Arjuna is asking from Krishna, because he is the ultimate, and ultimate supreme person means Bhagavan. Bhava means opulence, and Van means one who possesses. The word Sanskrit, Bhat, it is added when there is the question of possessing, Astathe, Bhat and Bhat pratyaya. This is Sanskrit grammar. So Bhagavat, Bhaga means opulence. Opulence means 6 kinds of opulences. Saraisajya Purna, all wealth, all pain, all strength, all beauty, all knowledge, all renunciation. These are the opulences. We can have some money. You have some money, I have got some money. But none of us can claim that I have got all the monies. That is not possible. That is claimed by Bhagavan. I have got some strength, you have got some strength. But nobody of us can claim that I have got all the strength. So one who possesses all the wealth, all the strength, all the pain, all beauty, all knowledge, all renunciation, he is called Bhagavan. The meaning of Bhagavan is this. Saraisajya Purna. Therefore, Vyasdev says, Bhagavan Uvacha. He is not ordinary person he is speaking, who is full with all knowledge, because that is the qualification of Bhagavan. He is competent with all knowledge. So Bhagavan Uvacha. So what does Bhagavan say? Ijang shariram kaunteya khetram iti abhidiyat. My dear Kaunteya, Arjun's another name is Kaunteya, because he is the son of Kunti. His mother's name is Kunti. Therefore, he is addressed as Kaunteya. And Kunti has got relationship with Krishna. Kunti is the sister of Krishna's father, Vasudeva. Therefore, out of affection for his aunt, he is addressing Arjuna as the son of his aunt Kunti, Kaunteya. Idam sharirang Kaunteya kshetram, the field of activity, iti abhidiyate. These two answers. Out of the 6 questions, Khetra, Khetragya, Prakriti, Purush, Gyan, Gyan, is answering the first 2 pairs. What is Khetra? The Krishna said, this body is the Khetra. Khetra means this body. And Khetragya, etadja veti, this body, one who knows this body. Etadja veti tang prahu kshetragya, he is called Khetragya. It's like I know my body, the pains and pleasure of my body, the necessities of my body, how I am situated in this body, I know. You also know. You are about your body. And about my body, you do not know. What pains and pleasure I am feeling, what pains and pleasure you are feeling, I do not know. But I know the pains and pleasure of my body. You know the pains and pleasure of your body. Therefore, in relationship with your body, you are Khetragya, and in relationship with my body, I am Khetragya. My body is Khetra, the field of activities, and your body is the field of activities. So this is clear conception of Khetra and Khetragya. The body is called Khetra, and the knower of the body, if we simply study our body, if we simply take this question little seriously, whether I am this body or I am different from my body, you study each and every part of your body, you study your finger, you know, or I know it is my finger. I do not say it is I finger, it is my finger. Therefore, I am different from my body. Just like I say this is my shoe. So I am not the shoe. But similarly, you study every part of your body, you know that it is your body. You are not this body. This is study. This is meditation. First of all, study your body. Whether you are body or you are different body. That is actually, the other day I was speaking, that a man's father has died and he is crying, my father has gone. So my father, your father is lying on the bed. The father which you have seen so long, lifelong, the body that is on the bed, why you are crying, your father is gone. That means he has never seen his father. Neither the father has seen the son. Everyone sees this body, but not the owner of the body. That is the defect of modern education, that everyone by contemplation can understand that this finger is my finger, not I finger. Still he cannot understand that he is different from this body. That is to be understood. That is real knowledge. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝. One should have very clear knowledge that I am not this body. This is my body. You are not this body, it is your body. You are spirit, I am spirit. We are different from this body. This is the first instruction given in the Bhagavad Gita in the beginning. Dehinasmin yatha dehi 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝 tatha dehantara prapti dhiras tattva namayati. We are not this body. I am not this body, you are not this body. We are changing body every moment, imperceptibly. Changing body. Sometimes it is found that this child has grown now to become a boy. But he has not become suddenly a boy. The body has changed. Body has changed every minute. But all of a sudden, or at a certain moment, we see that the body has changed. So, this is real knowledge, that I am not this body, I am changing my body, and when I shall finally change this body, I will get another body. This is my position. Tatha dehantara prapti. So, Krishna says, 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝 तं prahu kshetragya iti tad vidaha. If one understands that he is not this body, he is different from this body, from practical example and practical experience, one can understand it. Especially human being can understand it. And if the human being neglects this understanding, then he remains animal. 𝗍𝐿𝐴𝐵. That is the injunction of the Shastra. 𝗍𝗏𝑡𝑚_buddhi sadhik-kalatrādishu-bhauma-yujyati 𝗍𝗏𝑡 buddhi salilena-karhi-chit janeshu avijñeshu 𝗍𝐿𝐴𝐵. 𝗍𝗏𝑡-buddhi-kunapeti-dhātuke. This body, according to Ayurvedic system of medicine, this body is made of 3 elements, papa, pitta, vata. Mucus, bile and cough. So anyway, so tridhatuke, this body is made of material elements. I am spirit soul, I am not material element. Aham brahmasmi, I am spirit soul. This is knowledge. But if one does not take this knowledge, he remains with the bodily concepts of I finger, not my finger, then he is in ignorance. I head, not my head. Nobody says I head, everyone says my head. And find out who is I. This is knowledge. Therefore, Krishna says, 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝. One who understands this simple education in the beginning, 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐴𝐵. If anyone understands this, that I am not this body, I am the owner of the body, I am the occupier of the body. The body is just like a rented house, and there are 2 interested persons. One is the occupier and the other is the owner. That will be explained. that I am the occupier of this body. I am not actually owner. The owner is Krishna or God. This house is owned by Krishna or God. But just like the field, the agriculturist, the cultivator takes the land from the king or the government. He pays little tax and he works on it. Similarly, everything belongs to God. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐚𝐝 sarvam. Nothing belongs to us. We also belong to God. This is knowledge. But God has given this piece of farm or land for our activities. That will be explained in the next part. Krishna says, kshetragnam mang vidhi. Kshetragna means body is kshetra, and the living entity is the occupier of this body. So Krishna says there is another occupier, interested person of this body. Kshetragnam mang vidhi. That is myself. Kshetragnam mang vidhi sarva kshetresu bharata. Now, what is the distinction between these two persons? One is the occupier and the other is the owner. He says, sarva kshetresu bharata. In all different bodies, I am the owner. The living entity is the occupier, just like a big landlord. He has got many houses, and in each house or each apartment there are separate tenants. Similarly, everything belongs to God. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐚𝐴 sarvam. Everything belongs to God. Nothing belongs to us. But the same relationship. He is the owner. We are simply occupied. There are two persons interested in this body. One is the individual soul, living entity, and the other is the super soul, God. He is also within this body. Where he is staying, Ishara sarvabhutana riddeshe arjuna tishtati. God is living within the core of the heart, and the living entity, he is also living within this core of the heart. They are living just like two birds sitting on the branch of one tree. These are the Vedic statements. There are two birds sitting on the branch of the same tree. One bird is eating the fruit of the tree, and the other bird simply witnessing. This is the Vedic statement. So, the eating bird, we are living entity. We are eating the fruit as we are working, and the result of our working we are enjoying. But God, the super soul, he is not interested in eating the fruits of the tree. He is self-satisfied. He is simply observing how you are working. Because we are working with this body, and God is situated in the same heart. The God is there, and with individual soul also there. So, why he is there? Because he is friend. Suridam sarvabhutana. It is stated in the Vedas that two friendly birds. God is our actual friend, well-wisher friend, Suhridam. He is simply trying to turn our face towards him. So long he does not do so, he is changing different body. And God is also going with him. He is so friendly. Just to advise him in due time that why you are changing from one body to another, one body to another. Why don't you come to me and live peacefully, blissful life? That is God's mission. Jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati tadatmanam srijamyaham. So, God is so great friend of us. He is always witnessing. And as I am desiring, God is giving us facility. All right. You want to enjoy like this, you take this body and enjoy. Actually, you are not enjoying. When we have no discrimination of food, we can eat anything and everything. That's the hogs and pigs. So, God says, all right, you take the body of a pig and hog, and you can eat even up to stool. I give you the facility. That is, as we are desiring, so God is supplying a type of body for our enjoyment. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddeshe arjuna tishtati brahmayan sarvabhutani jantrarudhani maya. He orders material nature that this individual soul wants a certain type of body to enjoy like this, so give him. So material nature immediately makes ready a type of body. Jang jangavapi smaran loki tajantan. So at the time of death, as our desires, my mind is obsessed with certain type of desire, immediately a similar body is ready. The Ḍaivanetrena, by superior law, the living entity is entered into the womb of a particular mother and he develops the particular body, then he comes out and enjoys the suffering. This is going on. Bhutta bhutta praliyati. So, God is witness. He is along with us always. Whatever we are desiring, whatever we are working, He is witness and He is giving the result. Therefore Krishna says, 𝗦𝗿𝗶𝗋𝗃. I am also one of the occupant of this body. But what is the difference between you and me? You know simply about your body. I know everything of everyone's body. That is the difference. 𝗦𝗿𝗯𝗵𝗃 sarvakhetreshu. God knows what are the desires and activities of a little ant, and He knows what are the desires and activities of Lord Brahma, the biggest living entity within this universe, and the smallest everywhere. God. It is said, Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesha arjuna tishtati. He is situated in everyone's heart. It does not mean that He lives in the Brahmin's heart and not in the ant's heart. Everyone's heart. A small insect, a full-stop-like size. It has also the same anatomical, physiological structure of the body, and the same way jumping and enjoying, you might have seen. So there is no difference between the bodily construction. Everyone has got heart and everything, complete. But according to the desire and karma, we are getting different types of body. This is called material existence. So long we shall desire to enjoy this material world, God will give us facility to possess a similar body so that we can satisfy our desires. Therefore, He is situated, witness, Anumanta Upadrashta. He is overseer, and without His sanction, you cannot act. We cannot act. Therefore, His name is Anumanta. He gives sanction. All right, you want to do it as you like. But ultimately, Krishna advises that in this way we'll never be happy. This constant change, repeated change of body and different types of desire, if you continue, you will never be happy. Therefore he advises, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam braj. You just surrender unto me and just be engaged in my service, then you will be happy. So here it is said, kshetragang chapi mang vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Kshetra kshetra gaya jnanam jaj jnanam matang mamo. So this is jnana, knowledge. We must know what is this constitution of this body, who is the occupier of the body, who is the supreme occupier of this body, how they are acting, how the bodily changes are taking place, and how we are suffering in this, I say purposefully suffering, because in the material world there is no enjoyment. It is illusion. It is only suffering. Only suffering. Dukkhalayam asasatam. This place is dukkhalayam, simply for suffering. And if you say, never mind, it is, I shall stay here and continue like this, then it is asasatam. That also will not be allowed. You cannot stay. You have to change the position. This is material condition of life. So, Krishna, jada jada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata, he comes down to instruct us that this sort of life, materialistic way of life, will never make you happy. You take to Krishna consciousness, you surrender unto me, act according to my advice, then you will be happy. This is Krishna consciousness movement. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What is the nature's law? Yes.
Jivo jivasya jivanam. The strong is the weak is the food for the strong.
Hare Bol. One living entity is the food for another living entity. But in this only, what is the difference between humans and animals? Yes. Akrur Pran.
Here Prabhupada says human beings has been bestowed with that discriminating power. Animals do not have the discriminating power.
Something more? Yes. Narad Rishi Prabhu.
It has been found that sometimes the animals eat their offsprings, but human beings don't do it. They might kill them, that happens in Kali Yuga, but they will not eat their offsprings.
Hare Why does Arjun want to know from Krishna? Yes, sir. Okay.
Arjun wants to know from Krishna because Krishna is a perfect being. He has all knowledge. He is Bhagavan. He owns all the opulences. And if on the other hand, we human beings are imperfect. We have incomplete senses. We are not perfect. We get illusioned. So, if you want to take the knowledge, we must take it from a perfect person. So that knowledge will be perfect.
Arjun wants to know from Krishna because Krishna is infallible. Whatever knowledge we get from the infallible, that is perfect knowledge. Ordinary human beings, they are not perfect. They have 4 deficiencies. Hare Bol. How many signs does a liberated person have and what are they? Yes, Mataji.
Liberated person is free from 4 defects, namely imperfect senses. Does not have any imperfect senses. He is not prone to illusion, and he is not cheated, and he does not hide anything. He is free from all the 4 defects. So
He does not commit mistakes and he has no cheating propensity.
Yes.
4 defects are not that. Hare Bol. How many questions did Arjun put present to Krishna and what are they? Yes, bro. Hare Krishna.
Arjuna put 6 questions to Krishna. There, what is Purusha, what is Prakriti, what is Kshetra, what is Kshetragya, and what is knowledge, and what is the object of knowledge, Jnanam and Gyam.
Hare Bol. How did Prabhupada explain or elaborate on the phrase Ishwaraha Parama Krishna? Yes, Sudhavanath Prabhu.
Prabhupada said that we agree, we accept when people say that I am God, I am controller, but we will not will not have any objection. But when we will have objection if they say that I am the supreme controller. That means God is the supreme controller who is not controlled by anybody else.
Haribo. It's a nice way of arguing, Prabhupada is putting. Somebody says, I am God. Okay, agreed. Are you supreme God? That we don't agree. Then, what is the meaning of Bhagavan? Yes. Kripa Sindhu.
Bhaga means opulence, Ban means who possesses.
So, little elaborate. You know.
Sadasripanna.
What are the 6 opulences?
Those who have the all wealth, strength, fame, all renunciation, all knowledge.
And all? All beauty.
Beauty, yeah.
Haribo. So in this context, he said he is not an ordinary person who is speaking, who is full with all knowledge, because that is the qualification of Bhagavan. He is competent with all knowledge. He has all 6 opulences. Here all knowledge is being revealed. What is the defect of modern education? Those who are in modern education, they can tell.
Defect of modern education is that allows to see the body, not the owner and resident of the body.
What example did Prabhupada give?
Prabhupada says that he says about Kshetra and Kshetrajna, that we are not this body. We are the residents of this body. We know the pains and pleasures of our own body.
When a person's father dies, then he starts crying, my father has gone away. So your father is lying on the bed. The father which you have seen so long, lifelong, the body, that is on the bed. Why are you crying? Your father is gone. That means he has never seen his father. Neither the father has seen the son. Everyone sees this body, but not the owner of the body. That is the defect of modern education. That everyone by contemplation can understand that this finger is my finger, but not I finger. Still he cannot understand that he is different from this body. Hari Bol. Prabhupada talked about interested person. How many interested persons are there and what is that concept? Trivang Gopal Prabhu.
Two interested there are 2 interested persons. One is the occupant and another is the owner. So,
explain.
Okay. So, he explains that how the soul is the occupant here, and the owner is Krishna. And similarly, he tells that there is we take a rented house. The occupant stays there, but the owner is different. So.
He is the owner, yes, correct. Hare Bol. So we are the occupants of this body, but the owner is Krishna. In elaborating on Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam, Riddhesha Arjuna Tishtati, which analogy did Prabhupada give? Yes, Sushant Prabhu.
Prabhupada quoted the example where there is a branch of tree and two birds are sitting on the same tree. One bird is working in the material world and enjoying the fruits of their work, whereas the other bird is Krishna himself, who is just looking at the living entity and waiting for patiently when the other bird will look towards Krishna, and he is also called as Anumanta Anubdrashta. So
don't go so much ahead. Okay, Hare Bol. What is God's mission? What is God's mission? God's mission, MISSION. Yes.
Prabhupada says the God mission is that they're saying to jivas that why changing the body, come to the spiritual and live peacefully. That is God's mission.
Hare Bol. So Prabhupada said Surudam Sarva Bhutanam, Krishna says. So because he's our friend, two friends, birds, friendly birds, God is our actual friend, well-wisher friend, Suhrudam. He's simply trying to turn our face towards him. So long he does not do so, he is changing different body and God is also going with him. He is so friendly. Just to advise him in due time that why are you changing from one body to another, Why don't you come to me and live peacefully in blissful life? That is God's mission. That's why Yada Yada Dharmasa, he comes every now and then. Are we enjoying? Yes, Sushant Bro is the only one. He's enjoying this question.
We are not enjoying, we are just suffering. Prabhupada said, because in material world, there is no enjoyment. It's on the name of enjoyment, it's just an illusion. So we may only suffer in this
That has
world.
gone little ahead. So God is so great, friend of ours. He is always witnessing. And as I am desiring, God is giving us facility. All right, you want to enjoy like this, you take this body and enjoy. Actually, you are not enjoying. When we have no discrimination of food, we can eat anything and everything, just like the hogs and pigs. So God says, all right, you take the body of a pig and hog, and you can eat even up to stool. I give you the facility. That is as we are desiring. So God is supplying a type of body for our enjoyment. So we are not enjoying. Hare Bol. What is our next body based on? What is the factor? Yes, Sachin Bhagwan Guru.
Desire and karma. So, yamem apim saran bhavan, and that kota shloka.
So at the time of death, what desires do we have? That will decide our next body. Hare Bol. He also quoted Karmana Daiva Netrena, Jantur Daiva Upapate. So based on what activities we have done, and the Daiva Netra is also watching. What is the meaning, explanation of the word Anumanta? Upadrashta Anumanta cha. Bharta Bhokta Maheshwar. Yes, Guru.
Anumanta means he is sanctioner. Anything cannot happen if Krishna doesn't sanction.
Without his sanction, you cannot act. Therefore, his name is Anumanta. He gives sanction. All right. You want to do it? Do it as you like. Hare Bol. But ultimately, what does Krishna advise?
Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. You want to be happy, you surrender unto me, then you will be happy.
Haribo. Ultimately, Krishna advises that in this way you will never be happy. This constant change, repeated change of body and different types of desires, if you continue, you will never be happy. Therefore, Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam. You just surrender unto me and just be engaged in my service, then you will be happy. What is knowledge? Kshetra Kshetrajnam Chapi. Yes, Mataji.
Knowledge means knowing the constitution of the body, knowing the owner of the body, knowing the occupier of the body, and knowing the bodily changes of the body, and knowing how we are suffering and how this world is 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐚𝐝 ashashvatam.
Haribo. Practically everything that is supposed to be known, if you know, then that is knowledge. We must know what is the constitution of this body, who is the occupier of this body, who is the supreme occupier of this body, how they are acting, both of them, how the body changes are taking place, and how we are suffering in this. So everything we have to know. So it's all knowledge. In case somebody says, if we say that this world is filled with sufferings, so he says, not a problem. Then what is the, counteraction, or what does Prabhupada say? Argue. Yes, bro.
Prabhupada said it is a ashashvatam. You will not allowed to stay here. You have to go.
Yeah, even if you get rid of your suffering now, and then you may be happy, but then the problem is, ultimately you have to leave this body, this world. Hari Bol. So that's why Krishna says, Mam upetetu punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam. It is filled with distress, and even if we get rid of our distress, then ashashvatam. We cannot continue living here for all the time. We have to get out of this body based on our activities. We have to enter in next body and then continue suffering. So one has to ultimately go to Krishna only, to Vaikuntha world where there is unlimited happiness, non-stop happiness. What is the conclusion? How did Prabhupada conclude? Yes, Tribhangopal.
Prabhupada said that therefore Krishna is saying that don't change bodies, don't change your bodies, just surrender unto me and follow my instructions and you will be happy. Krishna
Haribo. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. He comes down to instruct us that this sort of life, materialistic way of life, will never make you happy. You take to Krishna consciousness, you surrender unto me, act according to my advice, then you will be happy. This is Krishna consciousness movement. ISKCON has this motto, this purpose to achieve. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे।